Oh, well, Ian.
Ooh, tense.
Eh?
Tense shit,
Oh, let me
man.
check.
What you been doing?
Well,
Yeah,
what
go
have I
on.
been doing? First of all, you should say that even though it's got your fucking name on the screen, so everyone should know, I'm here with. You've seen Joe Exotic, right? Well, this is Exotic Joe Riley,
Damn
the
right.
most,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
most exotic man in Bristol and the surrounding area.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
What of,
sometimes relate me to a big cat.
yeah, quarantine, the virus from where?
Italy, right?
Italy, yeah. The Italian, the pasta virus, the
Yeah, that's where.
Dolmio death.
Yeah, that's how most people be
Um,
getting it. Tell me a death. Yeah,
yeah, that's What have I been doing? I started out going mental for 3 days. I got a
really.
bit down, and then I was going a bit crazy, and then I was all right. The last 2 weeks, I've been what I'm referring to as pando flourishing.
You went through your metamorphosis.
Yeah, done it. I'm fine. I speak to people now, and they're still stressed. It's like I don't leave the house. It's like, what? I'm
Yeah,
flourishing. This is lovely
yeah,
in
yeah.
some ways.
I'm
A lot of
having a
old people dying, but
Yeah, that's awful. But yeah, I'm like generally having a good time. Like I'm doing all good. Like I'm just making music, and like
yeah,
I've been writing down ideas I have, but like for like comedy, but like
yeah.
not as much as
Yeah, I think a lot of people are struggling for
it's
sort
because you can't go and try it out, so then you can't come back, and then you can't be like, oh,
of
this was fucking bollocks. Like
yeah.
like so it's really weird to like try like the more you write down, the more you're like, what am I even doing? Is this even worth it? Like, but just
I think it is because honestly I think the first week I just wrote quite a lot,
yeah.
and there's probably 10 minutes on like the
Oh.
virus that everyone's gonna have that, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
we can't try it out anywhere. So it's literally I'm not writing that much now, but I think soon I'll start again, and I reckon if we don't come out at the end of this with at least a bunch of stuff to try out, then there's no wrong in there.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like I mean, you're doing the podcast. Like when I did mine, I was like, I just need to get in there quick. I was like, just start it. It's probably going to be like shit, but
Doesn't matter.
like, let's just get it done.
Honestly, get it done and get it out. What I found with podcasting and stuff is just having a fucking outlet to
yeah. Because it's still the same, isn't it? It's just less intensity, but it's like still.
Yeah, and I can't exactly, and I can't get into these. I've been quite vocal about, but these Zoom stand-up gigs. I'm like, not.
Oh
guys,
no!
stop it.
Yeah. I couldn't even like
I can. Yeah.
It just I just wouldn't. It wouldn't suit me at all. Like I couldn't do it, and like I don't know, like the fucking hell, like the connection is shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
On all of them. Like
the clips that I've seen, there's always one like Kathy from London, and there's connections. She's like, and then the host has got to keep it going, and it's just there's no one laughing.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's not stand up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't.
100%. There's no real like vibe. Like I reckon some shows would work. Like if you're like really silly and like ridiculous, like you could like pull it off and you're doing like real weird stuff. Like it would definitely work. But like if you're just like legitimately trying to, if your whole set is timing, like if you're like doing a timing set and like if Liam Pickford was trying to do it, it would be funny because he would just be swearing, but like he wouldn't be able to like grasp anyone's like moments.
But it's stand-up. It's about that awkwardness, isn't it? Because people see it on the telly and stuff, and they're like, oh, whatever. But when you're in a room with it, however small the place is, it's about, I guess when you say that moment between someone, they might laugh, or it just might get awkward, and it's exciting.
Yeah, totally.
And, you got the energy of people laughing in a room and stuff. So whatever. People have got to try and.
I mean, if you're, like that's it. Like when you watch like a podcast with like Joe Rogan or someone, like they're funny. They're like even funnier than they are on stage. Like because like then being naturally funny. So you're naturally like, haha, that's great. Like, so, I mean, it is like almost no need for it. When you can just listen to someone, if you're funny, you're being funny. You know what I mean? Hopefully you're in good enough mood to be.
Yeah, that's it. And whatever. With podcasts as well, you can rant and fucking cry if you want to cry for an hour.
Yeah.
It's so difficult out there, Joe. It's not like back to flourishing. Like I'm loving the social distancing around shops.
Oh yeah, really.
I know it's a little bit of a pain when you got a queue, but it's nice weather.
Yeah.
10 minutes in the sun for me, and inside, no one trusts each other, so there is a nice gap.
Yeah, it really is. I don't really mind it. I'm like, cool, whatever. And like, I just be polite. Like I'm just be polite about it. And like, obviously people are like really sketchy and out of the way, but then it just started annoying me. I was like, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. Like, I don't know, like just the whole like,
You mean the panic?
Yeah, like not brainwashing, but like just, England's like information on it is just regurgitated from like other people's information as well. And then like, and then it's also like fear mongered as well. Like even like if you got it, half the battle is like the paranoia of it. Like half the country saying,
and if you get a cold, well, if you get it, you're most likely going to be fine, right? Unless you're in that small group of people that aren't going to be fine.
Yeah.
So, and the overall numbers sound big, but really, it's such a small percentage of the population that you're probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's not nice, but there's no point in getting really anxious about it all the time and fucking wiping down your bread packet on the doorstep for 3 days.
You'll get heart disease before you die of corona.
So I'm licking the odd bottle that I buy just to live on the edge a little bit.
Yeah. I would expect no less. Come on.
See what happens.
Just licking them in front of people.
Yeah, well, that's bioterrorism.
I imagine you're the kind of person who will just cough really suddenly in front of someone's kids.
Well, if I wasn't so happy, if I wasn't pando flourishing, then I might. If I was really like angry and stressed, it's like, shut your kid up. Shut your kid up in Asda, you bitch.
Yeah.
But luckily, for the most part, people are kept away from me. It's good.
Nice.
And it's chill because I live near a massive park. People are behaving themselves, so I just go up there every day and walk around. And
people behaving themselves.
There's not tons of people out in big groups like
wanking in the streets,
wanking off out of a tree.
Not wanking up my tree.
I lost my wallet the other night. I left it in Tesco's, but I didn't know. Lost my arse virginity. It was a tramp. He come out of nowhere. Tramp rape. He was. Nice. Yeah, there was. I left my wallet in Tesco. It made it exciting. Like I honestly was stressed, and then the next day I went back up there and they had my wallet, and I was like, "Well, I said to the woman, this made today exciting. Thank you," because the days are becoming the same. I guess is one.
Yeah. That's amazing. Was that in the park?
No, in Tesco's.
I was listening, but I was thinking of the park. I was trying to. I was imagining the park. I got caught on a thought.
It is. That's fine. I do it all the time. There's a massive park here. It's a couple of miles long, so you can avoid people and just get out and go out for a run later. Yeah,
you've been running loads.
Yeah, I'm not running. I've been doing a lot of exercise indoors, like circuits and stuff, and then I've just went out for a run the other day, and I'm going to get into it.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah. That's well good. Yeah.
Slimmed down a bit. I did manage to grow a belly during the last 2 years.
Yeah. Fair play. So it's a skill for some. I would find it.
Well, it's an investment. It's tons and tons of alcohol.
I mean, you could do it. You could just say it was to challenge yourself to then lose it.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's the plan. By the time I come out, I'm going to be prison jack, prison tattoos.
This is to shove it in people's faces, or the fat people, and saying, "Look, you're fucking lazy, and you can lose it."
Yeah. I'm talking to fat people. They're the ones that can't socially distance as well. So if you're in Tesco and you're in on a little aisle in a small Tesco Express and there's a fucking
also some of them
whale.
Yes. That hasn't been hunted yet.
How do you get into that situation? Like, I've like shit. I'm about 1.5 stone overweight or whatever, maybe 2. It's like now I'm going to do something about it. How do you get to a situation where you're 27 stone and you keep eating?
You have either a boyfriend who feeds you,
a
feeder, or you don't have any, or you have, it's just really, 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 really bad habits, and then they just continue, and then you've got no one giving you any positive feedback, apart from, you can do what you like. I don't know.
Not even negative feedback. I think a bit of negative feedback would help. It's like, hey, if you need to turn to the side, if you need to turn to the side to get into this building, you've gone too far.
Yeah. I think I can't even imagine like what's that like. I can't even fathom it. I'm sure that there's a whole different reality they're experiencing than I can possibly at that point.
Yeah, like sitting on a plane next to them and stuff, and they ooze over the fucking hand thing and like onto you, sort of melt.
Yeah, best thing to do.
I'm sure it's tough for them, but you've got to have a word with yourself.
That's
right?
the thing. Like if someone just does that normally, you can just like touch their hand and they'll push off. But if you like grab someone's hand who's a bit sad and fat, they might just burst into tears, and you got to deal with their emotions.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with their emotions. That
was horrible.
Cheesy tears.
Yeah, cheesy tears, not salty tears. But yeah, I've been learning some Dutch this morning.
Oh yeah? Give us some Dutch.
Man, before I came on here, I was trying to remember it. Is that Hoedwijn or, fuck. I can't, fuck. All I could remember was...
Sorry.
Their dog.
Pressure in it.
Yeah, I can't,
I know some Brazilian Portuguese. I've been learning that for a few years. So, dog in Portuguese is cachorro.
Cachorro.
Yeah.
Nice. No, because Dutch is quite a easy language to learn, and there's even bits of English in there.
Yeah, I like the sound of Dutch. I knew some Dutch speaking people, and I've been to Amsterdam a few times. I like the sound. What I do when I walk around Amsterdam though is just go to a Dutch British accent. Like, I'm in Hofterpleen. I'm sure I'm definitely the only person that does that, but I'm like, you just leave Hofterpleen.
It sounds a bit Irish.
But who knows? Yeah. I mean, when you're on mushrooms, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
I mean, Hofterpleen, we're all connected, man.
Yeah. Voordewijn. Voordewijn.
I got some mushrooms last time I was in Amsterdam in November. I think I was out there.
Yeah.
I didn't really take them because I was really hungover and I'd had a bad experience before, and I didn't want to take them while I was anxious. And I was getting a train to Belgium that day, and I thought, should I take them with me? And I just didn't know about the security and stuff, so I gave them away to a student. But then I got the train to Belgium, and there was no security or anything anywhere, so I could have taken them. You just didn't know.
Yeah, that's annoying. Now you know, but...
But next time I'll take a load of shit and I'll get dogs on the train.
Yeah. Mate, when I went to Amsterdam, I went literally in the New Year's in the first month. And basically me and my mate got there early, and then all of us got in the train to Amsterdam, and these I was like, fucking hell, these seats are really nice, man. And everyone was sat in there, and then suddenly the guy on the train was just said a load of shit, and he was like, and also if you are sat in the first class carriage, we are going to come along and we will fine you. And literally everyone just got up.
we had it. I had it on that train to Brussels. I just didn't know what was first class and what wasn't. I just sat down.
Yeah.
And the seats were quite comfortable. And then he come on and went, this is first class. And all but one person got up. There was just some woman sat there going, I paid for this.
Yeah. There was one guy. And when I went in, the guy looked really suspicious, and he knew exactly what was about to happen.
Yeah.
And it's funny. But it's nice there, isn't it?
I love Amsterdam. I've been quite a few times. I had a real bad mushroom experience the first time I took them.
Oh fuck, mate.
I ate too many, and I didn't know. I didn't do any research. It was years ago.
Yeah.
I was just like, some guy in the hostel was talking about them, so I went to buy some from the shop, give me some mild ones, and then I spent the whole day eating them, and downing the ones I had tasted bad, so
Yeah.
I was downing them with coffees, which now I know is terrible.
With coffee.
Because the caffeine boosts it up and all that shit. So for like 4 hours, I was just wandering around Amsterdam, having about 8 lattes and loads of mushrooms, nearly the whole box.
Yeah.
But I'd never taken them before. I sat by the canal, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And then I kept getting little twinges of something. Like, is this it? I think I'm high.
Yeah.
I think I'm high.
Yeah.
And I went to sat down in the hostel and was talking to this American guy. And we're at the bar, just having a Coke. And all of a sudden, the bar just goes. And I was just like, I've got to go. And I ran up to the hostel room, and I had about 8 cold showers, and the walls were like,
just like, yeah.
It's disgusting. And I spent about 7 hours in bed. Yeah. This was my thought pattern. I've got to jump out the window. I can't jump out the window. I've got to jump out the window. I can't jump out the window. And it was horrible.
Fuck,
and then some other people came home, found out what I'd done and how much I'd taken, and they took me clubbing. But it actually helped until someone turned a strobe light on at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it just sort of reset my brain. It was like,
yeah. You have to keep moving on it, and you have to have other people with you on them, because otherwise it kind of gets. I can't.
Yeah, that was my first time. The second time, I'd done a lot more research. Actually, of Ari Shafir's Shroomfest.
No, right. You know what? Like the things. The problem with the ones in Amsterdam is they're like being tampered with by people.
Right.
So they're a lot stronger than the ones you just get as a mushroom. Like if you get them in Bristol or something, if you get them here, they'll just. Well, I mean, hopefully they won't kill you for one, and if they don't, they'll probably be real calm and quite chilled. But when I did them in Amsterdam, we got the weaker ones, did a box, and it felt like it was like I was on 2CB. I
think the dose is important as well, because I asked for mild, and I got these little dolphin things.
Yeah.
And the guy in the shop was really good. I went to the same one. I remember where the shop was this time, and he goes, take a box each, but we took half a box each. I was like, I'm just going to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
So I just did half and ate them quite slowly. And that one actually last time, the time before last, just gave me some thoughts.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, actually. I was just wandering around, and it was the cliche shit, like everything's connected. But it was really nice. It was really nice in my head. It was like, this is good.
Yeah. Man, we like, when we did them, like we went into the shop, and the guy was just like, okay, telling us how to take them, what not to take with them. And he like put everything under the sun. He was like, don't drink, don't do any coke, go back to a house.
Definitely no coke.
Get up. We were like, yeah, man, like we're going to be real cool. It's literally, we left the shop and we're like, should we find a bar and do the rest of this cocaine? And it was fucking carnage, mate. Like it was one of the funnest times of my life. But like my mate, he was laughing because all the blood goes to your head, because he was laughing so much, and his nose just went and just started bleeding.
Yeah, and that's not.
I must go for a quick wee. I'll be back in 2 seconds, mate. 2 seconds.
It was so intense, mate. Like I remember him going, look at the little dog, and then he like pretended to kick it, and then he laughed really loud in my face, and I would like fall over, and then like I couldn't get up. Yeah, I don't know, but it was one of the most intense moments of my life.
Yeah, luckily I've made some mistakes with substances before, so now I'm really careful. But my plan is to keep. I was going to go back this summer, but obviously that's out the window now.
Yeah.
But the plan was to go back a couple of times a year and just gradually.
Yeah.
Go up the strength chart.
Mate, it's like, all right. Like we did the week, because there's like 4, isn't there? Do you remember the names of them?
Well, I don't know if it's the same brand, but if it's the one from these smart shops, one of them was like Dolphin Delight.
Yeah.
Was it that brand? So that was the weakest one. So one that I remember that I got fucked up on Mexicana before.
Yeah. That's the one he did, I think.
Yeah, so this time that's what he gave me, and the bastard. So I said, they're not the weakest ones, Joe. They're one of the strongest ones.
They were on the list as weak. They were
I asked him, and he said weak. And but I googled it, and everyone on forums was saying they're not weak.
That's really good to know. No, I don't feel like such a pussy.
Yeah, so I was just. Oh, here we go. I've got pictures here.
Yeah.
You can see me, can't you?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can share this.
You have a weird background. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a green screen, but it's on a towel.
Okay.
So yeah, Zoom's pretty cool for that as well. I think I can share this with you. Hang on. You should see this in a second.
Started a screen sharing. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Has it popped up?
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So this might seem familiar now.
Yeah.
So these little boxes, right? So I think, these Mexicana ones.
Yeah, they look different to the ones we had, but like they were the same name.
Mine were in this kind of box.
Were they?
They were the dolphin ones. Yeah, this.
Oh, right. Yeah, ours were in the square box, but they had like mushrooms on with like little faces, like cartoon mushrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they were a bit more like, yeah. Don't know, I can't.
Well, next time you go, I'll tell you the place. Because I can still remember where this place was, where this shop is.
Yeah,
and, that range with those pictures on, I find pretty reliable. But that's the mushroom talk.
Yeah. I've never really had a bad time on mushrooms apart from the ones in Amsterdam where it wasn't bad. It was just I was already tired from New Year's anyway. I
think that's the problem. You've got to be in the right mindset.
Yeah.
When you take it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're stressed or fucked off or fucked up from the night before.
Fucked off.
Yeah, if you've got a hangover, that's why this time with the hangover I was a bit anxious and I was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it.
Nah.
But that's sensible stuff out of the way. So you've got your podcast, haven't you? So is it the Joe Riley?
Yeah, mate. It's
terrific or something. It's terrific.
It's terrific podcast. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Through the background a bit.
There I go. Yeah. You're like a ghost.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like your little music. Beds and interludes.
Cheers, man. That just came as an idea because like I did the first one and I was like, well, this is shit. Like I'm not very good at it. So I was like, well, how can I make it like a bit warmer, not so awkward, people to listen to? And then I started doing the synthesizer, and then I was like, oh, I can put effects in, and then I was like, oh, I put little screams in and shit, and then I was like, oh, I just keep doing this. But now they've got a bit better. I don't have to put them in as much.
You just work it out yourself and get to a place where you feel alright with it. Like this thing I'm doing now is new. Like I recorded one in a pub with George in December. Yeah. It was only half an hour because we were on the way to a.
I heard it. I didn't listen to all of it. It sounded good. Like.
Yeah, just a chat, but we were both half cut from the night before. It turns out.
Yeah.
And well on the way then, and then the second one I did with Dave Jeffries, but that started a bit awkward because. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
But then we got drunk and took our clothes off.
Yeah.
Could happen
he
sometimes.
likes to take his clothes off, doesn't he?
Yeah, I didn't know that about him until I saw those Instagram pictures of him at Buffoon with his tits out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then it seems to be
like, I'm not sure if that's the promotion we need. I don't know.
No, but some people
100% effort. And they still saw the poster, nevertheless.
There's varying degrees of mental health issues on the Bristol comedy scene, and there's good ones. You should probably be in a hospital, not on a stage.
Yeah. There's a line, and you've gone over it onto stage, and
there are some Fruit Loops. I think that's all we need to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fun. Yeah, at first I was missing. I thought I'd really miss that, and I do, but at the same time, because for me as well, I do a lot of traveling about and don't get into 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
And it does encourage me to drink, to be honest, even after. It's like I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. What it would do afterwards, after you go to like a night, and then you would go and drink afterwards because you're like, oh, I'm traveling. And
so I definitely miss seeing people and stuff, but you know, I think at the same time, I'm liking the break.
Yeah, exactly.
But like everyone's in the same boat, so.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think, yeah, as long as you can kind of keep writing, so you can kind of bring some stuff to the table, and then we're still doing this like podcast, and then like, I mean, I'm fully confident that it is like society or whatever it is going to come back up, and then people are going to go to like comedy nights and stuff. Like, I don't know who wouldn't. There's going to be some people anyway, like the young.
I think most people would, and it just depends when it is at the moment, because it might not be this year, right? It might be, but if they're talking about potentially pubs being shut for the year, we don't know. It might be October, December. Yeah, and I think there's still going to be like social distancing going on for a while after that. Yeah,
there's going to be some people who are going to be spooked.
So they might not let you have. Not for a lot of nights, but they might not let you fill a room up. It might be that you've got to have some gap between tables or something.
Yeah. No, not even if they're in the same room, they'll be like, no, like so.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. But it'll come back, and it'll be fun. I think the first when we're allowed out, we'll have to try and all sort out a night that we can put on that's ridiculous to get everyone out.
Yeah. Well, like I was supposed to, because it was my birthday on the 19th on Buffoon on Thursday. So like I was supposed to have Liam, Pickford, like Greg, and just like all your mates really, and obviously that didn't happen. So
I had a big night from would have been for May, I think, set up here. It's going to be quite good, but again, immediately, it's almost as soon as I booked it, this happened. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Everything's off.
Yeah. And obviously we had all like Edinburgh's probably cancelled then. But got to be cancelled.
It's insane. It's insane for them to leave it so long. And now they're saying, if they are allowed some people out, some of the shows might be. And it's just too vague.
It was all vague though. The whole thing's been like.
Yeah, and I don't think it's worth. Even if they put on like 20% of the shows, it's not worth going because you don't know how many people will be there, and then it could just spread it again.
Yeah, and everyone's going to be shit. Everyone's going to be crap.
Joe, they've had Zoom. They're practicing on Zoom. Now, come on. Just going to get on stage and go, right, can you hear me?
Can everyone hear me?
Or just forgetting they're in their pants still, but they're on Zoom.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm fully used to this now, this lifestyle. There are some shit stuff like I said, we can't see each other, we can't go out to the pub. Yeah. Which, it's quite a hole in my life. Yeah, it's not great, but we're alive. We've got Netflix and that or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So we will be fine. What are you? So you're working a bit, aren't you, as well? You're getting some.
Greg's is still like paying me. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm still getting some money from Greg's, and I'm gonna Deliveroo tonight.
Cool.
Because I do that shit. So I'll do some Deliveroo just to get out, but there's only like a few places open, so like it's pretty dead anyway. But it's cool just to get out, and it's like I can just like fucking cruise down the hills just with like no worry of a car, and all I can think is if I get hit by a car now, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
Don't do that. But it's a bit of exercise for you as well, isn't it? You're not sat on your ass.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. I'm doing pretty well. I'm not even drinking that much. I'm doing pretty well. I had some virtual pubs I've been setting up. I've got a work one which I'll be on today at 4:30. I think. What time is it now?
Yeah.
So a couple of hours with work, and then.
Have you got like a pretend dummy over there with like a cutout of Matthew McConaughey.
I should do, shouldn't I? I should order one off Amazon. It might take a couple of months, but I should get. Yeah, I'll order a friend off the internet, and not an Asian for 1,200 quid.
You could just do this, and then like put it behind the bar, and then I'll just serve you. Someone can serve you.
But yeah, I definitely could. I want to buy. I've got to move at some point, and I want to build like have a little bar in there, tiny one that one person can be around.
Yeah, and then you can have the date rate behind the bar.
Wow.
for yourself, of course.
Okay, date rate myself. That's quite it's advanced masturbation, isn't it?
Yeah. See how
I jumped out of myself in the bushes. I didn't see you. Just be on here like Crime Watch, blanked out with a different voice.
Yeah.
I just had a shower over and over again.
Crying in my clothes, showering.
That's definitely not going to upset anyone. But the quarantine has brought out the mental illness online as well, which I've been a particular fan of. Not a fan of, but just okay.
Yeah.
Choreographed dances with your family. Okay, cool. Whatever. Whatever. But no, lots of people are doing this, Jay. It's happening all over. The TikTokers.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry, it's just a global pandemic. Just dance.
In it.
It is. It certainly is.
Yeah.
What are your I don't know. How did you start comedy, Joe?
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Real podcast time.
Yeah.
Well, I did it for confidence. So, and then I entered the scene, and everyone was like, "Yeah, man, like they were constantly dropping in, like, well, comedians are awkward. Comedians do have issues." And then it all started like sinking in, and there was a part of me where it's like, "Wow, man, this is where I belong." And then I kind of didn't want to belong there because everyone's really weird. I want to be a confident, strapping lad, not a shivering, needy person.
It is weird. It's a weird mix, isn't it? It's sort of.
Yeah.
You do realise that we're all a bit fucked up, and you're all a bit in your own head about stuff, and like, shit, do they like me? Will I be able to do it here? And then but I think over time you just sort of find a group of people that are all right, and then sort of navigate around, and it's quite good. It's quite a good crowd. You get once you find a little group, you get your messages and that, like, do you want to do a spot here tonight? Someone's called out. Do you want to go up to Birmingham?
Yeah.
I really like the Hollybush.
Yeah.
Have you been up there?
Yeah, man, I've been there a few times. They're so nice. And like when I first went there, it was really weird weekend because I came from my nan's funeral actually, and then she lives in Nottingham. So then I came from Nottingham, went into Birmingham, and I was walking around Birmingham with my inheritance as well. I got like a grand or something. And I was like, I don't know, I just felt real vulnerable. Like, because I don't know, Birmingham is Birmingham, you know what I mean? It's pretty nice there. So, yeah. And then I met Rob and Dan. And the first time I ever went to the Hollybush.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, this is weird. I was like, where have I been? And where have I landed? Like, in this.
It's a weird place.
It is fucking weird, mate. Like, it almost feels like, because it's not in the bang centre of Birmingham, is it? It feels like you're in like the countryside almost. Yeah,
it's a weird area. It's so quiet. There's that Tesco's and then nothing.
Yeah.
Weird little pub on the corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But when I first went in there, I was terrified.
Really?
The lights weren't working. Everything was dark.
Yeah.
The lights in the toilets were out, and then you've got this big, which I think is quite famous now, an 8 or 5 by 5 foot hardboard thing with girls' bogs.
Yeah.
On it in emulsion.
Yeah.
I had to take a shit in the girls' bogs because there was no lights in the other one. But then you go into the room and you come out on the stage, like behind the act.
Yeah.
So quite weird.
Yeah, we were like doing a bit, or someone was on stage, and like we heard like this sound, and it sounded like an ice cream van, but it was at like 9 o'clock. And then this like drunk guy just walked in behind whoever was on.
Yeah.
Well, no. The barman just went past it and went into the hallway. I was like, stop playing the fucking piano. And he just started playing the piano in the middle of this guy's set.
But after the first set there, it was so good. And then me and Rob Grubb went up. Probably, I think we took Corona up there because I was feeling sick. It was one of the last weekends things were open.
Yeah.
And me and Rob Grubb went up and it was very weird because we got there really early. So we saw all the locals arrive in. Stories about fights and they've been setting fires in the pub the night before. But a mixture of terrifying. I'm not sure if it's legal.
Yeah.
And then also.
Yeah. I was like,
but then it's also a great comedy room though. It's good fun. Everyone's there for the comedy. Mm-hmm. And you can drink a £2 can of Carling. Yeah,
it's fucking good. Like they've got the like things to have a beer. They're like a bar, like normally, but then they just get you like, can I have one of these? Expecting like this pint. For some reason, you expect a pint, and then he just hands you a can. Yeah, so no, we've got a crate from over Tesco. Let's face it, it's exactly what happens. Yeah. So, but I love it. I love somewhere like that. I would not blast it out, but I like that somewhere like that can still exist. Yeah, and they're still going. Nice like 20 years or 10 years. Yeah, a long time, I think. And they were going to have a festival in July, Bush Fest. Yeah. Which I was going to be on. I think a few of us were going to be on there. Oh, really? And we had a plan for a few of us. We hadn't even started planning, obviously, but our rough plan was to go and get an Airbnb or something. Yeah. And all go up there for the weekend. Yeah. And then, get 6 of us up there, do a spot, get hammered for 2 days in the bush, see what happens. In the bush, yeah. That's funny. It'd be funny to see that. I don't think I could handle 2 days, but I imagine it's off now. I think he's still officially on from their point of view, but I think out of any place that would be still doing comedy, that's it. Yeah, because they'll put soundproof up on the walls and black out the windows. Yeah. They would have the locals in, like they wouldn't give a fuck. And I have to say, I might go. I would probably go. I maybe would. But I guess comedy is the weirdest thing with the quarantine stuff because you're trying to encourage people to breathe and like hatch saliva out the back of their throats at you. Yeah, exactly. And at each other. That's laughter, right? Yeah. It's the weirdest. It is the weirdest thing to try and encourage in these times, but I think that we're all going to be good. What are your plans for the rest of today? I bought a bonsai tree. This is what Mr. Miyagi shit, yeah. Yeah. So I'm hoping once I've planted it and it's grown, I'll know karate. That's how they work, right? They just grant you karate. Then you've got to teach a 14-year-old boy to fight. I'm just going to beat him up. That would teach him. I need to get. Just kick fuck out of him. I need some plants in my life. I've never really had plants. Well, that's it. Yeah. I have had weed plants. That's fair, but I think they give you option. It'll probably help with the Rona, won't it? I want to grow some chilies as well. So I've got all these plants, but I've got no soil. So I need to get some soil. Just go out digging. Well, someone did say that. I'm going to use milk cartons and like Pepsi bottles for the pots. Don't do it late at night though, because you look like you're burying a body or something. I'm going to go in the graveyard, and it's only a problem then if you got hard on whilst you're digging a hole. Yeah. Which, apparently someone told me that's a problem. Yeah, if you it's hard to tell because they'll be sweating anyway because they're digging a hole. But yes, that could be sweating in a graveyard. I took a shit in a graveyard once. Oh yeah, please tell me more. Before this story could go many ways. Well, no, there isn't much to it at all. I was just in a really big graveyard. Like it's quite big, a couple of miles long. It's a big
fuck, I'll tell you, it's Cathay Cemetery.
It's like a crap miles long.
No, I for some time I've had like a bowel issue.
Yes.
And I think it's gluten related or sugar.
Yeah.
A lot of comedy nights actually, I've always got Imodium on me. But
What?
always. I've always got Imodium on me, like diarrhea tablets. Honestly, for some reason, every time I go to Bristol, I almost shit my pants. So that's something you didn't know when you see.
No, it's something I assumed.
George and Jack know all about it, but it's if my ass isn't leaking blood, then it's not a fun night out on a Thursday, is it?
But
actually, that's largely stopped since quarantine because I've been eating better, been cooking food at home and stuff.
Fibre.
All good stuff. Cutting down on the carbs and stuff. But so in the past, I could be out.
Yeah.
And I get a little message to my brain going, "You need a shit," and then it's like, okay, where's it? And then I followed up by a message 10 seconds later, "You need shit now." Now. I'm always running to a pub or something or Tesco's.
That's why you always.
I was in the middle of a massive graveyard. Like, there's no getting out. And when I get out, I don't know where the nearest toilet is. And I had this message, it's coming now. So my choices were to either shit on someone's grave, like a baby's grave or something.
Oh no.
Thomas with a little windmill going round, and there's me fucking. Or I go under this tree. So I ran under this tree. And it was a handy one though, because it covered to the ground. I don't know what type it was, and I got underneath it. And I just did my business. But it came out like a really fast Mr. Whippy's ice cream, the levers. Mm-hmm. And actually, it was on a cold morning, and it was basically a big pile of whippy, steamy shit. Steaming.
Wow.
And it stank real bad.
Oh, if it smelled nice, I don't know, you would win a Nobel Prize or something.
If it smelled nice, you'd be worried, wouldn't you? Like
you'd be more worried.
Anal stage.
Yeah, I'd be like, how much perfume are you eating? But no, man, fair play. I mean, you've gone through some hard times, clearly.
Yeah, I've got plenty of shit stories. I'll tell you them. I'll tell you them all sometime. But I've got plenty.
That's why they're called shit stories.
there's at least 15 times where I have not had a good day.
Okay.
Due to my arse behaviour.
Yeah. Well, your podcast.
Maybe I should say, I'll try and tell a shit story a week. That's what
man.
Every week we'll try and get in. But you should listen to Joe Riley's It's Terrific.
It's terrific. It's terrific.
Podcast. And,
it's only on Soundcloud. I need to get it on Spotify. I'm having some issues. Yeah,
so Spotify and Stitcher, I would recommend submitting to. And then I haven't done Apple Podcasts yet, but I will. And that's a bit more late, but it's fine. This is on Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud. So
Oh, nice. So how much? So, like with Spotify, you pay, you just pay for your account on Spotify, and then you link it up with another podcast thing.
Yeah. So I've got a normal Spotify account, and then I just I sign in. If you search for Spotify for podcasters, and then sign into that bit. Yeah. And then you can just take your RSS feed from SoundCloud and chuck it in, and it should work.
How long did it take for it to go, your podcast to get online?
A few hours.
Bollocks. Yeah, I need to do this shit again.
So it does struggle sometimes with the images. Like if your image isn't quite right, it will have a bit of a fit, and it will say there's no episodes or something. Yeah. But it would take, honestly, it would take you out. If you have any trouble, let me know as well. But just sign up. 3 or 4 hours it was on there before, and then
sound man.
When you upload to SoundCloud, it will slowly go to the other things throughout that day.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Get it around and up there.
Yeah, need to.
I'd say, but we should probably wrap it up, because I think the last episode with me and Dave, we just got too hammered, and it was nearly 2 hours. And we were just chatting absolute shit. So at least we were only chatting a little bit of shit here.
Yeah.
Keep it brief, Joe. Oh, one more thing though.
Yeah, mate.
Did you hear about the woman whose breast implant deflected a bullet?
No.
Okay, well that's basically the story. Someone got shot in the tits, and the implant saved her life. Basically, it helped deflect the bullet away from her organ. So, ladies, have tits done defeat gun crime.
Wow, that's amazing. They can't. Yeah, amazing. Let's leave it there. I'm not going to question that.
Yeah, I think just leave it there with it.
I do have questions, but
we can get into it, and we can get into it another time. Let's. Thanks for doing this, Joe. Just stay on once I stop this, and then we will.
It's hard to say no when you don't have anything to do.
Yeah, I know that's the advantage, isn't it, at the moment? It's like I fucking got you. I fucking got all of you. We'll try and get a few of us on another time as well, so we can have a little group session.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
And khaki wank pit.
Yeah, man.
Or something. But thank you very much for coming on. Go and see Joe Riley at Nowhere, and then online find him at Joe Riley everywhere, and then
it's terrific podcast, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I have funny videos on Instagram.
What's your handle on Instagram?
It's just Joe Riley Cornell.
Just Joe Riley Cornell. There we go. Do that. All right. All right, everyone. Stay ethnic and fuck off, and don't get corona. All right.
Bye.